Hi, Fiona Lewis here from Super Savvy Business, and welcome to our latest business update. One of the things that I notice in our members community is a lot of people find it hard to stick to their action plans. When we have our one-to-one strategy sessions, we sit down and we work out where people need to go, let's say over a 90-day plan, what their action steps need to be. But what I find is a lot of people tend to fall off the face of the planet, or they start really well and then they get lost. So one of the things I wanted to really touch base on today is what you can do in order to stick to your action plan. And there's a few things that I do in my business that I find really help, and I thought I'd share them with you. One of the strategies I learned from one of my mentors is to use a whiteboard and draw up what I want my business to look like within that time period. So whether it's a 90-day plan, and I write down everything that I want to achieve and all the action steps that are going to need to be taken. I then take a picture of that and then use that as a desktop for my computer. So every time I sit down to my computer, it is there and it's in my face, reminding me of the clear direction that I want to take. Another thing that I do is I set calendar reminders in my calendar or in my project management system, which is going to remind me when I have to complete certain tasks within that action plan. So some of them are recurring. So for instance, this weekly news update is a recurring task. So I have that actually set as a reminder so I don't let it slip. I know that I need to get it done. So maybe think about how you can implement that into your business so that you don't forget to do those important things that are going to take you step by step closer to your goals. Another thing you can do is to make sure you block out time within your day or perhaps even your week so that you make sure that you have the time to actually implement these things. It's very easy to get caught up in day-to-day life, whether it be with your family or maybe you've got another business that you're trying to run, or perhaps you're working for somebody else. So try to make sure that you have scheduled time so that you know you have that moment to dedicate to achieving some of these tasks you need to do to move forward to achieving your goals as well. I also find that exercising on a regular basis really helps me to maintain clarity and focus and energy. And I think when you've got that, that really helps when it comes to sitting down and actually being productive when it's time to work. The other final thing that I'd like to share with you is that I plan the day ahead. So before I go to bed each evening or when I'm wrapping up the day's work, I'd like to sit down and write down a little list of what I want to achieve the next day. That means that when I wake up the next morning and I get to my desk ready to work, I'm already very clear as to what it is I want to achieve that day. And I find that that really works. On the odd occasion when I don't do this step, I find that when I sit down at my desk, it takes me a little while to get my head into gear and to sit down and think about what I need to do. It's better to do that the previous day when you're already in work mode. It just helps you to get started nice and quick in the morning. What I'd also like to chat to you about today is talking to you about your sales funnel. I've really had to retrain my brain in the way that I think about sales and about how I cross-promote my different products and services to the people within my community. Now, over the years I've been taught the Ascension model, but the problem with the Ascension model is that it can be seen as flawed because it assumes that people come in at the low end price point and then they work their way up the funnel until they get to your high-end products. Now the issue with this, of course, is that sometimes people come into your funnel at different phases. So you might have someone come in at a $19 product, but you also might have someone coming in at a $1,000 product. So if we stick to the Ascension model, we assume that the only place for these people at $1,000 is to maybe go up, and let's say you don't have another product up there. So one of the things that I've been taught recently by one of my mentors is to consider looking at it more like a wheel or a circular thing, and a circular sort of model where that you're cross-promoting all the time all your different products at different price points. You'll be watching me do this over the coming months. I'm implementing this into my business as we speak. So pay close attention to what I'm doing, because you might see that this strategy can also work in your business. I've seen it work in others' businesses and I know that it's highly successful. So I'm really excited about implementing this within my business as well. Another thing that I wanted to chat to you about is planning your business, and this comes down to both of the topics we've already discussed as far as having your action plans, but also looking at your sales funnels. And I suppose the reason why I'm bringing these things up with you now is because I have spent a good 3 days over the past week really looking at my business and planning it. I've been strategizing, and it's been a really, really valuable time for me. It's very easy to get caught up doing the do, if you know what I mean, with your business, where you're just doing the steps, the actions, the tasks, and just getting through those things without really projecting into the future and really thinking about not only where do I want my business to be, but how can I be doing these things better, faster, more effectively? What do I need to do in a month's time, in 90 days time, in order to scale my business and grow my business? So just be really wary of that. I would recommend that at least every 90 days you take some time out to really stand back and look at your business. This is what I'm encouraging with our members and with the people that I mentor, that we actually stand back every 90 days and decide where you are now and what steps you need to take in order to move forward and move to the next phase. Now, if you like this sort of information, these are the sorts of things I'm going to be discussing at our upcoming events, the Ultimate Web Blueprint. I'm about to head to Melbourne on the 1st of September, which is in about 10 days time, and then heading over to the Gold Coast on the 8th of September, and then we're going to be bringing the event back to Sydney for the second time on the 10th of November. So in the Ultimate Web Blueprint, I share a full 16-point blueprint which goes through the whole process of what you need to do in order to have a strong online presence. So whether you're a business owner who already has a business, maybe it's an offline business, and you want to take it online and really grow your business and capitalize on the strength of the internet, or maybe you're somebody who's looking for something to do and is considering maybe an internet-based business would be a good option for them because it's going to provide a lot of leverage and flexibility. If you're one of those people, then I highly recommend that you get along to the Ultimate Web Blueprint. Go to ultimatewebblueprint.com. You'll find out all the details about the event, the venues and the dates, and you'll be able to get your ticket there as well. I really hope to see some of you there. If you've got any comments or feedback on this video, please make sure that you put your comments in the space below this video. Thanks very much, and I hope you've enjoyed this business update. We'll see you next week.